Muddy River News. Our home, our news.
The lawsuit that was filed to compel the Texas legislators to return to Texas was filed by me personally as legal counsel on behalf of the Texas Attorney General. Many people think I'm doing it as a state senator. No, I'm doing it as I was asked as legal counsel to represent the state of Texas and Illinois. So the status right now is the petition to show cause to compel the legislators to return to Texas was filed Friday. And it was a very fast-paced thing. I was contacted like at 11 a.m. and by 4 o'clock p.m. it was filed. And but I am not receiving compensation. I've been an attorney general for the state of Illinois, and that maybe was a good fit for them. So they deputized me as a Texas attorney general just for this case. And I was happy to do it because, you know, if you have legislators running from one state to another to avoid their duty, then I would hope that another state would accommodate us similarly. If our Attorney General Raul would find all of us in another state, wouldn't he like someone to file local counsel to compel us to come back to do our job? And that really is about it. The Texas Attorney General will run the case. I will be beside them as local counsel. But here's what really convinced me. I wanted it to be a meritorious claim. I didn't want to be grandstanding or anything. I wanted it to be meritorious. I looked at the petition, and the full faith and credit clause of our U.S. Constitution requires each state to give credence to other states' laws. U.S. Laws, federal laws, over Trump, if you will, are state laws. So I was only too glad to help them to return the legislatures. We have got a very gerrymandered map. I didn't like it, but I showed up and I voted against it. That's all they got to do. Show up, vote against it.
I mean, I don't understand why the Republicans think that this is okay for Trump to just say, hey, you know, give me 5 more seats, give me, you know, from Texas, give me however many more seats from Missouri, give me more seats from Indiana. He's going all over trying to subvert the will of the people. He's trying to change the landscape because he doesn't have the votes. And I think they're running scared, and I think that's why they're doing this.
Now, do you feel it hurts that argument at all, that Gavin Newsom, the Democratic governor, is attempting redistricting in that state, although he says the way he's going about it is different?
Oh yeah, it's completely different because it's a reaction to what the Republicans are doing. So Republicans are saying, hey, we're going to cheat. We're going to try to get as many seats as we possibly can, and we're going to cut out voters, and we're not going to speak to them like Mary Miller fails to speak to us. We're not going to speak to them. We're going to do whatever we want to do. And Governor Newsom is saying, hey, look, okay, if you're going to cheat, we're going to fight fire with fire, and we're going to respond and mirror what you're doing. I think that's a completely different situation.
I'm in a minority party. I get it. It's not fun sometimes, but we are compelled to do our job. Just show up and maybe negotiate, maybe try to reach across the aisle. That's what those legislators need to do. They can't just abscond their duties, be negligent in their duties, and go to another state and not show up. They are neglecting their duties. I take my duty very responsibly. I'm asking them to do the same. Show up. Vote no if you want, but show up.
Now, you're saying you did it as a personal attorney or a private
legal
attorney.
Counsel. Yes.
An important distinction, but some would say, isn't that hard to do when you are an elected official?
Well, I mean, no. A lot of my colleagues, this is being a state legislator is considered in Illinois a part-time job. Many of my colleagues that are attorneys have their private practice. I'm still a licensed attorney, and so I did it as a licensed attorney, not as a state senator. Now, I will say the pleadings kind of imply that it was as a state senator. This happened so quick, and I was reviewing it while I was on vacation, and I can tell you that was overlooked. That's on me and the Texas Attorney General, but I never meant to imply that I was doing this in my official duties. I'm not being paid. I'm doing this solely as local counsel.
We would hope that we had somebody who had a warrant in Texas for them to hold them, for us to come pick them up. It's the same thing. And coming from a law enforcement background, we've never been denied.
Well, part of the problem is that regardless of who's trying to do it, gerrymandering should be illegal. It shouldn't be something that the right can do, that the left can do. It shouldn't exist. The end. Gerrymandering from either side does not accurately represent any of the constituents within any of the current districts in any state. All it does is hurt people. And as it has become normalized within our political system, it's done nothing more than continue to divide our sides. And that's not what political representation is supposed to be about.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.